Before the summer, our group really never thought about the environment or environmental science. The air we breathe, well, you can't see it. And there is plenty of water. The stuff you throw away, well, the trash collectors take care of that. Sustainability and wellness are words not in our vocabulary. So this was a summer of discovery and awareness. We learned a lot, and we had fun. There were 4 groups: visual arts, communications,
So much in my mind is how for me to stay focused.
music,
The theme this summer is environmental science, and these shots help tell the story.
and our group, TV movie production. Each group had to come up with something related to environmental science, sustainability, and wellness.
The goal really is for us to string all of these different things together. We have poetry, we have art, we have music, and then we have video production. So how do you string all those together along the theme of environmental science? That's the challenge this summer.
I'm working with Richard McCollough as his assistant, and we're showing the kids, our apprentices, Adobe Premiere, how to edit and how to upload footage and, you know, how to frame their shots.
We basically help organize all the other groups that's around the program and figure out how we're going to take each person's group, their projects, and put it together for the final event.
I love working with young people. I live to work with young folk.
You're gonna feel it. I heard you. Let it guide you.
Me personally, I feel like first and foremost, environment revolves around where you're at. So we're talking a lot about urban sustainability.
My group writes poetry, and our mission is to change the environment through poetry.
I'm a teenager, and that's what we do. Some of the stupid things I do is throw pencil erasers, make sounds, fake arguing people so the teachers get mad for no reason. This is affecting the class and the teacher by us not getting the education we need and by her not getting her job done.
We created a new way to change the environment through poetry by communicating with each other and helping others to get comfortable with reciting their poems to others.
This poem is to get some things off my chest. So see, I have a couple things to confess. I have all my love, you know you were the first, but there's some mistakes I have made. Hurting you was not my intention.
Calling a tweet. No need for curses and wins, cause I'm in the streets. Ends in the streets and I just got hit with a blind. All of them flashes in my mind and I'm just kind, I'm just rolling, I'm just flowing, I'm just getting it though.
Body wellness, exploring that as well as also touching on, you know, standard global, you know, warming issues, trash, pollution.
Here, I sit on this dirty concrete, feeling overused and mistreated. But I'm not the only person in this society that feels the same way. I got my other friends around me, Mickey D's, Snapple, Coffee Cup, Twister, and Miss Lay's. I call them my friends because they are all I have. The people just throw us on the ground like we're trash. I mean, I know I am trash, but why can't I be recycled and feel brand new like you do every day? But I guess you never thought about it that way.
We always thought the stuff you throw away was garbage, but found out something different at suburban disposal.
I've worked for the company since 1998, since we bought it. My duties, I'm a VP and owner.
Can you give us a brief overview of what this company does and how you do it?
Our main niche is document destruction.
So this is actually feeding the paper into the shredder. It's mixing everybody's paper up. So there's several companies, all their stuff is put into that one pit, and it mixes everybody's stuff up. So to further disguise it. So if somebody felt inclined to break open one of those bales, it's not just your stuff, it's everybody's. Pardon me? If it gets clogged up, it'll shut down automatically, and sometimes we have to reverse the belt. But hopefully it doesn't get clogged up, because then we stop. Right after the stuff gets shredded, it gets baled.
Can we touch it?
Yep. And that stuff over there is plastic. That's baled up plastic. The blue stuff is actually the stuff they used to wrap boats in the wintertime. I had a printing company that we did business with that went out of business, and they just gave me any leftover paper when they moved out.
It's as big as you see. So you don't have any like little paper ones, like regular paper?
I do. It's not a box. Yep. That's what all this is. Wow. Yep. This is the chute. The paper is being shredded. The electronic eye will eventually be blocked by that shred, and that tells the machine to pack.
To feel brand new, it's like wearing your fresh new pairs of sneakers to school. You just feel revived, delighted, and cool.
Take and incorporate for the company?
We're focusing on the importance of visuals, going through even earlier stages of how propaganda been used during the earlier stages of, I guess, America, through depictions of how negative images of how African Americans were portrayed, just to give an idea of, I guess, how important visuals are in the world and how they can be used to help or to hinder. We started by getting recyclables, windows that I found on the side of the road, so they would have went to the trash, so that helps with the whole sustainability.
We draw and we paint things that we create a topic, like our last one was hope, so we drew things and we painted things about hope. And
the painting positive images, I guess, that focus on wellness.
My last piece was called The Rose That Grew from the Crack in the Concrete. The overall idea was hope, but I feel like my piece symbolized like being faced with adversity, obstacles, and the struggle, I guess.
We found out there is a real human connection between people getting a second chance at life and the overall environment.
Our organization provides housing for homeless and chemical dependent individuals. And how does it help sustainability is that our organization provides crisis management, we provide case management, we assist the people with retaining resources such as financial resources such as DHS, SSI, and we find them also employment.
So what is our city doing to keep the environment clean? We had a chance to meet Commissioner Norman Jones.
I'm Commissioner of the Department of Environmental Services. It's the third largest department in the city of Rochester outside of police and fire. My responsibility is the administrative oversight of the entire department. That includes engineering, the Water Bureau, the Operations Bureau, City Security, the Department of or Division of Environmental Quality, all the things that make your day-to-day life special here in the city of Rochester. This department is responsible for. Sometimes abandoned houses aren't owned by the city, they're owned by a private person, and we can actually board up or secure the property if we have enough quality of life issues or code violations associated with it, then we can go and secure it.
How do you think
recycling is important?
Recycling is important because it gives everyone an opportunity to make a difference. Recycling is something that's near and dear to me because back in 1988, I was the city's original recycling coordinator. I started the program in '88 and went out to schools and to community groups and to different types of festivals and events to actually make sure that recycling became a household word.
What I'm trying to instill in my team is a sense that there are no barriers with making music, that you can use materials that are available to you and resources, whatever tools you have.
We make music by just using like desk or anything we can find, and our mission is to like express ourselves through music and make beats.
We use music from all around, making our own sounds, sampling things, and trying to put them on different websites for people to download.
And a lot of that is found materials using like cans, bottles, anything in the recycle bin, any sort of surface. Like in this classroom, you can hear they're using lockers. They're hitting lockers to make the foundation of a percussion beat.
The trip to RIT brought it all together.
Another program, computer science. Another program, information technology.
I am responsible for coordinating the K-12 initiatives that the university undertakes. The university is concerned about the impact that we leave behind, and I do know that the university has done a number of things over the years to improve the impact that we have on the earth, as well as offering academic programs in environmental science.
This building is self-sustaining.
This is an award-winning building that was built specifically to be kind to the earth in how it was built and in the materials that were used.
It is an environmentally friendly building.
How much effort does it take to maintain it?
Not too bad. We come in twice a year with a scissors lift. You know, it starts here, it goes up about 35 feet, so we can get in there and clean it out and stuff. And we just probe different areas to get an idea of how moist it is, whether we got to adjust it, increase it, decrease it.
And one of my final questions, what kind of plants do you have here?
Well, these are called spider plants. These are probably the most common one you'd see.
And we want to make sure that the students that we are teaching here, impacting here, know about their particular fields, but also know about how their creativity and their innovation can help to make the impact that those fields might have on the environment better.
It even makes its own power and recycles rainwater.
It generates energy from the solar panels. It generates energy from the windmills that are there. The energy that is generated from that green wall helps to purify the air and put more CO2 in the air. They also maintain the temperature to a certain degree in that building, and they are able to do that because of the materials that the windows are made out of. And so that cuts down on how much energy is needed in that building. And so it has a very low footprint. There are several charging stations in that parking lot over there where people with electric vehicles can drive up and plug their car in for the day while they're at work or at school, and it charges their cars up.
Mr. McCollough always tells us to be ready to seize a new experience. On our tour of RIT, we discovered a new business that is using a 3D printer.
That's exactly, well, right. My part was just organizing people with, you know about 3D printers?
Wait, you have a big one here?
We do.
Yes.
You want to just walk this crew past?
I'm thinking it's about to be
Bro, what if they missing their whole arm? Would you make a whole arm?
That's just how people do it.
I just said goodbye to your parents. Hi there.
Yeah. Lots of people.
Hi.
Okay. But this crew is going to circle through here very briefly, if you'll bear with us. So everybody take a quick look. There's a 3D printer. There's Nick. Look in the screen. He's showing off his way cool new hand.
I'm confused which string is which. Hang on a second.
Wait, what is that making right there?
It's making actually parts of the arm.
Being a test piece.
Does it take 18 hours to make it? Or longer?
About that much time for a whole arm, I'd say.
Roughly 10 hours at the least.
Oh, somebody else did.
So it just keep going non-stop, like it don't stop until it's done.
Yeah, no, it doesn't run continuously. So this was a part that failed.
This is for people whose arm is just short, that's broken, and they put the arm that's broken into this part, and then like when they move their arm, the fingers move with it. Like.
Well, as far as wellness goes, we've got something that takes kids who are self-conscious about their missing hand and turns them into superheroes. All the other kids think this is now the coolest thing going. It also strengthens their hand because it's muscle activated, so their arm gets stronger. This is providing a solution for growing kids and for people in underserved communities and refugee camps who don't have an alternative like this.
Since we are a TV movie production team, we also took trips to learn the trade, and we learned local history.
The technical director sits here.
DKX, you'll never forget that now. Douglas, King, and Malcolm X. That's what the call letters have in them. And Mr. Langston was a pioneer here in Rochester when he created this radio station.
Overall, the 6 weeks went quickly, but the memories and experiences will always be with us.
Nature. We breathe it, we see it, we watch it grow. Nature. We trash it, we sit and throw. As buildings rise and the grass grows, us humans come and make a show. The water falls down, makes a splash, as the grass yet happy within a flash. Nature. The water turns green as humans ask why there's not no clean. Nature, nature, nature.